Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here, coming to you from Mackinac Island. And we're up here, of course, for the Detroit Regional Chamber of Commerce's annual policy conference. And so you run into people from all over and all walks who are helping Michigan grow. And, of course, Michele Wildman is one of those people in community development for the MEDC. Michele, how are you?
I am well, doing well.
It's good to have you here. Great smile, by the way, which
Thank you.
does make people around you happy. So tell us a little bit about your job.
Well, I think I have the world's best job, working to create vibrant places throughout Michigan, working with communities and residents and folks that really are instrumental in kind of bringing community together and creating vibrant places.
Well, you know, it's interesting because it wasn't that long ago, the hot button, and we were all talking about placemaking, right? That was the thing. And I'm glad to see somebody is still working at placemaking.
Yes. What we know is at the MEDC is that community and community investment, community vitality goes hand in hand with investment in business, investment in tourism, investment in local infrastructure. So what we're really doing is working to bring those place-based projects, whether it's support for mixed-use projects or downtown recreation opportunities or workforce housing. That's really what we're working to fill that piece of the overall economic strategy.
So what do you do to do that? Do you go out and work with cities and municipalities on what they're doing, and are there grants involved, those types of things?
Yeah, we provide a series of tools, but it's always really the local partners, local units of government, and their local economic development counterparts are really instrumental in bringing those projects to fruition. That local support is frankly fundamental to even start the conversation. So we're really looking to support those locally identified priorities that also help contribute to Michigan Place.
So I think I've realized what a big portion of placemaking art is, and artwork, and making people feel comfortable and happy, vibrant colors, all those types of things. So what are the latest things involved in that?
Sure. So, we see a lot of great examples of public art in placemaking. One of the tools that we use for that most often is the Public Spaces for Community Places. That's a really great initiative. Uses a crowdsourcing platform where we provide matching funds, but local residents and families are able to contribute through dollars and really support those projects that we in turn then match.
Well, and you got to have community buy-in, that's for sure. So tell me a little bit about you and how you wound up here.
Well, I have about a not quite 2-decade career in housing. So I came to community development via that sort of housing and real estate side, and really a great fit. You heard the governor talk yesterday about the creation of 75,000 new housing units. We know that's really a critical piece of workforce and talent retention and attraction, that they have affordable, attractive places to live. And so my background in housing is really a really great fit for those projects that we see, and more and more a part of the local community work that we're doing.
You brought up two what I think are incredible challenges. One is affordable housing still made attractive, comfortable, etc. And the other is we live in a climate that changes, and put all the artwork you want in the backyard to make you feel comfortable, there's several months you can't get out there.
Yeah, well, I think what we saw last year is lots of Michiganders embracing their true inner Michigander and getting out to enjoy, Michigan winter and all the beauty that it has to offer. I personally found myself dining outdoors in the winter, which if you'd asked me a couple of years ago, I'd have told you were crazy. But we've seen some nice examples throughout Michigan of communities really taking advantage of those natural winter assets, and I think it's going to continue to grow.
All right, so are most communities paying attention to this sort of thing now, or do we still have the thing where we have to nudge them and say, hey, there's something here?
No, what we find is communities have really great vision and local support, and so we just try to come alongside with both financial tools and technical assistance tools. Sometimes they might have an idea but need a little help in figuring out how to get there, so that's where we try to support those local efforts.
So how do you reach out to these communities? How do you make them aware? Because believe it or not, there are people who are not aware of the MEDC and the things that it does.
Yeah, so we have a team of field staff who, even before remote work was a buzzword, we had people working remotely throughout the state in all Michigan regions. We have a couple people based in the Detroit and Grand Rapids area, and otherwise a team of a field staff team per region where they're kind of boots on the ground, living in those communities and able to work with communities to bring those projects to fruition.
Oh, making us more beautiful and happier. Thank you, Michele Wildman.
Thank you.
Senior Vice President of Community Development with the MEDC. We are at the Detroit Regional Chamber of Commerce's annual policy conference on Mackinac Island. I'm Chris Holman. You're watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network.